Good morning, Indonesia. Welcome to BBC News. I'm Nazila Azhara Kurniawan, and this is your news update. The International Olympic Committee has suspended all cooperation with Indonesia after the country refused entry visas to Israeli gymnasts who were scheduled to compete at the World Artistic Gymnastics Championships in Jakarta. The IOC says the decision violates the Olympic Charter, which requires equal treatment for every athlete regardless of nationality. Because of this, the IOC has paused all discussions about Indonesia's possible bid to host every athlete regardless of nationality. Because of this, the IOC has paused all discussions about Indonesia's possible bid to host the 2036 Olympic Games. It also advised international sports federations not to hold events or meetings in Indonesia until the government can guarantee open access for all athletes. Indonesian officials say the decision to deny the visas was made due to strong public pressure and concerns over security, especially as protests related to the Gaza conflict continue in several cities. They insisted the move was based on local conditions and was not intended to politicize sports. However, the IOC states that international competition must remain neutral and that the situation has prevented athletes from exercising their right to compete. The committee has also invited Indonesia's Olympic officials and the International Gymnastics Federation to a meeting in Lausanne. A date has not yet been set. While Indonesia faces growing criticism on the global sports stage, the country showed a very different picture today, one focused on diplomacy and cooperation. President Prabowo Subianto welcomed Brazil's President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva at Merdeka Palace with a full state ceremony. President Lula arrived in Jakarta on October 22nd and was greeted with a military escort, the playing of both national anthems, and an inspection of the honor guard. President Prabowo then introduced members of his cabinet, followed by President Lula presenting the Brazilian delegation. Inside the palace, the two leaders held private talks before continuing with a larger meeting involving their ministers. The discussions focused on strengthening cooperation in trade, agriculture, education, and technology. They also revisited several global issues they previously discussed in Brasilia, including the need for reform at the United Nations and the role of major emerging economies in shaping international policies. According to Indonesia's Presidential Secretariat, this visit aims to deepen the long-standing partnership between Indonesia and Brazil and to open new opportunities for collaboration in multiple sectors. Well, good people, that's all the news for today. I'm Nazila Azhara Kurniawan. Thank you for watching and finding out.
Thank you so much for your best performance.